Mention the word river to an Englishman, and the chances are he will instantly think of the Thames. For centuries it has provided a means of recreation and transportation. Much of the 18th century canal system was integrated with this arterial route. Rising in the very heart of England, the infant river then trips tentatively towards Lechlade, the official head of navigation for the non-tidal Thames. From here, it loses all inhibitions, broadens considerably, and becomes very much a river. Gently slicing the English countryside in two, the Upper Thames is a corridor of nature, home to geese and goslings, swans and cygnets, herons and herring gulls. Oxford, the city of dreaming spires, is just one of the many delights to be found on the Upper Thames. But all of this is another story and another video. Our journey begins some 70 miles downstream from Lechlade, at the Berkshire town of Reading. This trip through English history will take us as far as Richmond in Surrey, a distance of almost 60 miles and some 20 locks. On our way, we will see some of the world's most famous cultural and historical landmarks: Henley, Windsor Castle, Eton College, Runnymede, and Hampton Court. Caversham Bridge is the doorway to the historic town of Reading. The town was once famous for three main industries: beer, biscuits, and seeds. It's now better known for its university. Piper's Island sits in the bridge's shadow. The restaurant here can be reached via a flight of adjoining steps or by mooring below the bridge. Away from the river, the first impression of Reading is one of roads and roundabouts. The Rising Sun, one of its many elusive pubs, will certainly appeal to the younger generation with its somewhat wacky decor. The imposing walls of the jail flank one of Reading's major commuter routes. Its most famous resident, Oscar Wilde, later went on to write The Ballad of Reading Jail. At the very heart of the town, we find an altogether different Reading. Peace and tranquility are restored in the picturesque setting of Forbury Park. Guarding the entrance to the park is the Abbey Gatehouse, where a young Jane Austen once attended school. Nearby stand the considerable remains of Reading Abbey. Once one of the wealthiest abbeys in England, it eventually became the resting place of its founder, Henry I. Back on the river, Caversham Lock is the first encountered on this stretch of the Thames. Like all the others, it's immaculately maintained. Just below the lock, full marks go to Tesco, who have thoughtfully provided moorings, giving boaters easy access to one of its largest superstores. Two bridges span the confluence with the River Kennet. The railway bridge in the foreground is a product of that great engineer, Brunel. This whole stretch leads to the Kennet and Avon Canal, one of the most beautiful artificial waterways in Britain. In a few days from now, Broken Brow Meadow will be bustling with activity for these other preparations for the Reading Regatta. The Thames and Kennet Marina witnesses this activity on the opposite bank. The vast boatyard prides itself on its high standards. Sunning is the first lock encountered since our departure from Reading. With only one exception, all locks between Reading and Teddington are electrically powered. Negotiating a lock is consequently simple during the day, but out of hours becomes a laborious task, and not for the faint-hearted. This 18th century gem is the last road bridge over the Thames until Henley. It's a handsome structure, but beware, only the centre arch is large enough for cruisers. Its close proximity to Sunning Lock also leaves little room for upstream manoeuvre, particularly at times of heavy boat traffic.